Hey everyone, it's AltoSax31 here. We're back with the next mission, number 5 in the Let's Play series for Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition. It's been a little bit of a break. I wanted to get this done before Devil May Cry 5 came out, and its release is literally around the corner. So, want to make sure we get back into this and take care of this, because I definitely am a huge fan of the Devil May Cry series. So, you'll probably be seeing some videos on that as well. But let's get back to the mission, which is number 5. And when you start the mission, there's some Mephistos, and it's pretty much a straightforward fight. There's not really too much, I guess, to go into detail as far as strategy-wise. My best advice would be just to single them out and take them out one by one instead of trying to fight them both at the same time. Very common enemies you'll you'll see throughout the course of this mission just alone, but you definitely never want to take or underestimate an enemy, because they can catch you off guard, which they will and they do to me in this mission. So just keep that in mind. But anyways, this is a walkthrough or a let's play, not a 100% best of all time type of walkthrough. So while I was talking, on the screen you should have seen me go over to those 2 pillars, little column areas on the side. Make sure you go up to them, because there are some orbs, secret orbs that you can get. Once you're done with that, you just want to make sure you destroy all these objects, like the icicle statues, the tombstones, these statues with like the spear thingies in their hands. There's quite a bit in this area, so you just want to make sure you take your time and do that. One of the things I kind of did to kind of speed things up was kind of line them up like how I'm doing right here, and just shoot them with their gun, because they destroy almost immediately after you shoot them once. So no need to go up to each and every one and just kind of slash them all down. And before you leap to the next part, make sure to get these 2 statues before you go. Below the staircase is a secret mission, but we're not going to cover that in this episode. So now that we're here in the Master's Chambers, there's 2 Angelos that you want to fight. Again, straightforward. You want to get behind them, don't stay in front of them, because they will hit you even from off screen, and it can be kind of annoying because you get hit once and you're dead. So you just make sure you stay mobile. I prefer to shoot them with a charge shot 3. It does a lot of damage when it hits them, and if you get lucky, you can take them out twice, at the same time. So pretty much what happens. So before you go, you want to make sure to you don't necessarily need to break this, but this is if you want to do the secret mission, which is that little scroll on the wall. But any tables or chairs in the room, make sure you destroy them, and there should be some red orbs that are given to you, and I think I had a little bit of fun right there on top of that headrest. But we're good, so we're going to enter the next level, next part of the mission. So by now, you should have played this mission at least a couple times already. So as far as the mission goes, it's not too bad. You already know what to do. But it's usually encountering a large group of enemies and how to get past it. That's pretty much the issue. So right here, you use the devil arm to turn on the mechanism. You hit it a few times to get it spin really fast, and then you just knock that little pillar over. Now, once you fall into the bottom of this well, you're going to fight 2 Mephistos, which, since it's an enclosed area, I would definitely have a little more caution with them, because they can kind of catch you, and the movement area for you is very limited, so you definitely want to try and take them out quickly and not let them linger around too long. Any one of those attacks that can catch you, it's pretty quick, so I do a pretty good job of taking care of them. But then there's one more that comes out, the Jack Frost enemy. He's pretty strong, actually. I mean, down here it's kind of hard to gauge strength since any attack damages you, but he has a lot of moves that he can do at different times that you might have really, less of a reaction time like that to do. So instead of jumping backwards, I should have jumped forwards, but he caught me, and I was just a little slow on the reaction. Another reason why I definitely don't want to take too long with these enemies is because they can go through the walls. If you can't see what they're gonna do, then it's hard to react to that. So kind of get him to come out. Once he starts doing this purple haze type move, you definitely want to be aggressive and start taking the fight to him, because he will start calling out those little spear things that pop up. And you don't have much time to react to that too before they hit you. So I'm already down 1 gold orb. There's no sense in trying to get down 2. So I'm trying to get my charge shot all the way up to 3 right now. I can hit him with it. I have it, but I want to. Let me see. And I go for the stylish finish. So now from here you just grab the talisman and then you jump up on the little portals, but don't forget this little green orb before you do. It's not going to help your health anything, but it does count towards your red orbs, so that's always a plus. And before you go all the way up to the top, you do want to stop at this little section because there are some secret orbs, and then you can jump right back over. If you can make that second one. I try and I fail, then I have to go all the way back to the bottom. And you want to grab that orb and then just move over on the next one. Now, on this next little section platform, there is the bloody statue that you can hit and get some red orbs. Since I already have quite a bit, I kind of skip it. So it's up to you. It doesn't count towards your orbs gathered at the end of the mission. At least I don't think so. But I skip it for time's sake. Now, the big pain point, in my opinion, on this mission is this room right here. You start off with 1 Frost and 2 Mephistos, and they're all kind of attacking you at the same time. And it's kind of a pain, also because there's those cages that are in the air that can kind of get in the way when you're jumping around. So my suggestion would be to try and take out the Mephistos first, because the Frost, it's not that he's easy, but he's kind of predictable what he's going to do. Whereas the Mephistos, they can kind of go into the walls, they can hit you with that when you're not looking. So personally, I would go for the Mephistos first, which I kind of sort of do, because there will be more Frost and more Mephistos. So right here I'm trying to gain some distance, so I'm not so up and close. I haven't forgotten about the Mephistos in the corner, but the Frost has to be taken out. So, as I said in the last videos, you don't want to get too caught up in combos, because you are susceptible to damage, as just shown. So you want to kind of do these attacks and do a little bit of damage and then move in and out, keeping your distance pretty much. So at this point, I got hit twice, and kind of a bummer, but fortunately on this mission there's not any bosses, so as long as I can go the rest of the mission without getting hit, I'll be perfectly fine. So when you come into this next section, the hallway, some of the things you want to keep in mind is just making sure you get those candles that are destructible. Just taking on this Frost, there's only, I thought there was only 1, but there's actually 2. Just same approach, keep your distance, attack them, charge shot 3. You don't want them to shoot those ice beams that they do from distance, because at this, with the camera angle in the hallway, it's kind of hard to see what's going on behind you. I mean, that's kind of a staple of Devil May Cry games in general, but you definitely don't want to leave one behind you where he could potentially shoot you and pretty much just cause you to have to restart or a continue, which I won't do for the sake of this video. But if you want to get to the mission, by all means, nobody's judging you. And so now that we've dispatched those guys, we can move on to the next part where, but before you do, you want to make sure you get those, I guess, candles? I guess it would be called. I don't know if they say they're candlesticks because they're elongated, but they're destructible. So when you slash them, they break and they give you orbs. So that's what you really want to focus on. And once you do, you want to head down this part of the hallway, and there's some more candles for you to destroy, and some chairs. So you want to just make sure you do some home demolition in this castle where you're a guest. And then head through these double doors here. This should take you back to the main section of the Fortuna Castle. So we're going to be doing some more home improvement here when we destroy the furniture. One of the things that I do is I like to do this because it can damage a lot of kind of a wide area going forward. So whatever little stragglers I leave, I make sure to pick off. And so we're going to do it again over here. Or no, we're going to do it forward charge up. Maximum level 3. Any way you see fit to destroy these chairs, could be orbs. That's all that matters. So once you're done, you're gonna jump on the glowing platform. That's needed when you have the talisman. That's the only way you can get attacked. So skip the cutscene, and there's a part right here where it has an orb, which it does count towards. So you want to try and get it. My best suggestion is to do the double jump and then the roulette spin, where you double tap triangle or Y depending on your Xbox, and then hitting it again. And then you have to do the caliber shuffle, which is kind of difficult to master, but you hold down R1, or I guess right bumper, and then down up triangle at the same time, and it kind of pushes you forward. So if you want to go back and rewatch that part of the mission, you're more than welcome to. But pretty straightforward. Couple of difficult enemies, and once you do it, you're all good to go. You got a S on time, which is probably going to be the best thing in the series, and then the rest is A's and no items, so we get the mission rank of an S. And so we'll continue on mission 6.